welcome back to another episode of the Unturned Podcast. I'm your host, Charles. We're joined once again by Trading Games.
Yo.
Stas Wally.
Yo.
Diddleona.
Yo.
Flodo.
Yo.
We don't have any guests today because this is the last episode this year.
Well, almost.
Well, this is the last episode this year.
What do you mean?
This is the
This
20th.
is
This
the
will be on
last
the 25th.
episode.
No, I know, but
This is the
thing
last
tomorrow.
episode. This is the last episode of season 1, also known as 2022.
Oh, I see. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, this is the last episode this
I
year.
can't believe this guy.
We're recording this on the 17th, one day before the Nelson episode's even out. So I don't even know what's gonna happen there. Another reason is because I'm not recording on fucking Christmas Day. I'm enjoying my time with my family. So that's why we're recording a little bit earlier than
How
before.
dare you? How dare you?
How dare you? What the hell?
Dude.
What the hell?
Dude, what if something like major happens?
Like what? Like
in
what? Like Stas while he dies or something? That'd be like, I don't know.
Yeah, what if? What if, to be honest? You
If
know,
Stas Wally
you
died-
know how it is in Poland.
If Stas while he
Maybe.
died, I don't know what I would I don't know.
We already
Oh,
had
well.
2 stray rockets, we can have 2 more.
If Staswell dies, I die too, because we're the same person.
Yeah, we're the same person, so.
True.
That's a bit weird. I don't know. What do you think would happen to somebody that would just like they just die? I don't think anyone in the Unturn community has like actually passed away and like the
No,
major
no, there's
communities,
been
like,
one.
figured out.
There's been one person.
Who?
I believe it's one of somebody on
Enemy,
somebody on
enemy
Earth.
1.
Unless somebody on Earth's friends.
Yeah, one of them. Well, either they just didn't respond, but they said that they had like a sickness.
Actually,
Or something like
there was a confirmed death, like, I think this year. Like,
My-
And then there-
you guys remember the Swan Song gravestone?
Yes,
on
yes, yeah,
PI?
yeah. That I think, but that's not like what I mean. I mean, yes, people play on turn, they pass away. I'm not doubting that.
This
I'm saying
episode-
like an actual someone that we all know that like would just die. So let's say
Yeah,
like
like
if Training
episode-
Games died.
He's trying to
Why me?
sugarcoat saying someone important.
what if you died?
I'm just saying, like
Replace her,
hypothetically,
like-
if Training Games were to die like tomorrow,
Let's just
I
say
mean, like would anybody even
hypothetically,
care?
Charles was the imposter.
all I wanted to say, dude, all I wanted to say is that this podcast episode was to celebrate 1 year of the podcast, and it got dark really fucking fast. So.
Hey, listen, it's a genuine question. It's a genuine.
That's the
It's
thing.
like the,
Place
like
her
that
beds
one,
before
podcast
your death,
that
you think
Peter
will die
Griffin started.
first.
Wait, what?
What?
Okay, enough of the memeing for the first part of the episode. That's what we all do. Every episode we always have to meme at the beginning and then we get started in the actual the actual topic.
To get people's attention in the beginning.
This isn't this gets people away. Honestly, I think people stop watching after this part.
Oh.
This is the great filter. If you make it past the first part of the
Great.
episodes, it's the great filter because you think that like we're like really sus, but we're not. Okay.
No.
Well, we made it to 1 year. Everyone who said I wouldn't even make it to like the 10th episode, screw you. I won.
We made it.
I won.
We made it to the end.
Huh?
We've done it.
We made it.
And it's kind of funny because I remember when I started the first episode and just like was just memeing. I didn't really know what I was going to do. Oh, I knew it was going to be a goal. The original goal of the podcast. I don't think I really said it. The original goal of the podcast was to literally just make it to the end of the year of a weekly show. That was the original goal, and I told Trident, I was in a call with Trident. I was like, I want you to be there, and I want you to be along with this ride. And then he made the first original artwork for the channel, along with some general ideas of what we should do.
Just remember, if I didn't make that, we'd probably be using the YouTube one where it's just like the head and whatnot.
I think I just took it to like a stock photo of a microphone and put it as the channel channel icon.
I don't
know.
So wait, are we gonna be talking about Unturned or just like?
Well, I'm just like summarizing more of the year, like because this is the last episode. I mean, existed for a year. I think we're at the end of almost at the anniversary. When this episode comes up, I think the anniversary of the podcast has happened.
Mhm.
I could be wrong though. I didn't check the date.
Wait,
But-
Flodo, do you celebrate Christmas in Brazil?
Yeah.
What about you, Stas? Do Polanders celebrate Christmas?
Poland is a highly religious country, so yes.
So, I think it's a no. What about you, Diddy?
Again, me and Stas are the
What?
same person.
Yeah.
Christmas or nah? Do you celebrate Christmas?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I don't know.
Okay, here,
What
no,
question is this?
Charlie, do you celebrate Christmas?
Yes.
Isn't there like a Mexican Christmas?
No.
I'm not being racist.
My siblings making noise.
Christmas is Christmas. I mean, I guess, but I'm not counting
wait,
that as
don't you,
Christmas.
okay, wait, do you guys celebrate on the 24th? Like, do you guys open presents on the 24th or the 25th?
The 25th.
No, I know, because my family's from Peru, and they apparently, well, we go over to their place to celebrate Christmas, and they open their presents on the 24th instead of the 25th, like late at night.
That's just us.
This is a
I was
silly
just wondering why.
Anyway,
know.
completely ignoring Trident's random tangent. I get like at the time of recording this, it's been like a day since Polaris actually officially released.
Yes.
So, what do you? Us five probably playtesters. What do you guys think of Polaris? Yeah, our first time seeing it.
I like
Polaris
them
is awesome. It's a decent map. I feel like it's like a, how do I say it? Like Elver. I would say it's like Snowy Elver. Except
Yeah.
less magical.
I'm mostly of an aesthetics guy than a gameplay guy, and I can say that I definitely love the way this map looks.
Mm-hmm.
10 out of
Hmm.
10.
Dude,
It's
How do I
like
say it?
it's like even more PvP oriented version of Elver.
Oh yeah. There's like weapons everywhere. Like, there's no like definitive place to like get weapons. You can just go to kind of like any region of the map and just loot barrels and shit and get yourself pretty well equipped. Dude,
doesn't stop
dude,
people from
honest-
just farming the military base though.
True. It's like, but does that mean Polaris is like America?
Yeah.
No.
Like part of America? Because
it's
like,
not.
literally you can find
Dude.
somewhat military grade weapons in like civilian locations, you know?
Dude,
I mean,
Polaris
it's
is Washington
Eurasia.
too. No way.
Washington's
Maybe
I
this
told-
universe, Washington is part of Eurasia, or
Yeah.
whatever it's pronounced like.
Do you think Joe Biden would like to play Polaris?
Yeah.
We could invite
think-
him.
Joe
Polaris
Biden.
Joe Biden was a playtester.
Yeah. I called
We
him
should
up and asked if
invite
he
him
wanted to
to
play
the
this.
SMP.
He is already on.
Oh, really? I didn't
Yeah.
see.
My God.
Well,
Awesome.
when I first played Polaris, I really I became really worried about the future because I really believe that Danby is now hit a wall, and I don't really think he can really cross over without making something completely new. I told Danby that your next map can't be anything like what you did beforehand because this is your Germany. You can't. I think personally, this is Danby's Germany. And it's either he's gonna like not make maps anymore, or he's gonna make something completely different. Because I already feel the similarities are getting too much concurrent with the maps he's created, even before Elver. And I feel like people are gonna get bored, and I feel like people maybe are already starting to get bored of this concept. So I told him, "This is your Germany," and I think he understands that. And I hope that the wall gets crossed. But right now, I mean. We're just enjoying it. We're enjoying it right now, but we'll see. Another
So you
news.
I think we should
So
make
do
a
you
rush.
just speak in riddles to everyone then?
I explained to him why I told him about Germany. I told him that this is basically it. You've done this so many times, similar to the same concept of Nelson, with his maps. I told him this is your roadblock now. I told him I went more in depth with him a little bit about what he could do. But it's up to him like entirely what he wants to do next. So, I mean, I don't know. It was just me talking about it. But, I mean, here's the good news about Polaris. I mean, I think, based on what Will Lemon said, we broke 10K on multiplayer.
That's
Because
crazy.
of Polaris's
Wasn't
release.
it 100k?
That was 10 in multiplayer.
And multiplayer 10,000 out of like a 50 or
Oh,
60,000.
multiplayer.
In multiplayer, like 10,000 players were listed.
Let's see how many
That's
are on right now. Steam charts.
And the Steam charts are different, but like I mean that's kind of crazy.
No, I know, but it's like it will tell us every. Okay, so yeah, in 24 hours there's a 68,000 peak.
That's pretty reasonable.
Pretty boofus.
But yeah, I mean like
I think one of my like favorite parts of Polaris was I love how the towns, especially the one at the like the very south of the map, not the safe zone, but the town there, the one that has my spray on it. That is like a really well designed town. And there's a lot of like
It's
movement
like
and
a
stuff.
fishing village.
It's very vertical. It's really sick.
Yeah, definitely verticality, and like how packed the whole map is. So
Yeah.
this is like the only map in this game where you don't like go from location to location and you like walk for like I don't know 20 minutes or something like that. I mean,
There's something around the
dude,
corners
that's-
that you're
dude.
seeing.
It's insane. You need to actually bind your spacebar to jump this time. It's insane.
True.
I really like I don't know, some of the placement of like some stuff is pretty cool. I don't know if it's intentional, but there's some really funny movement options you can do in certain locations, which is nice. But again, I just I don't know. I haven't really used a lot of the main civilian locations because they're kind of like eh. I've been just running the like more main locations in the offshoots that are not listed. I don't know. Polaris is a very interesting map. I need to like play a little bit more to get a conclusive answer to what I think about it because it's been like only a day. I played it officially. I did play on the testing, but I don't consider that to be my opinion because first of all it's just testing and there's shit that's going to be changed. Along with that, like simple things can change an entire map and how it plays. So that as well. But I need to play a little bit more in the current version just to come up with a concept. But I did tell Dan that like this is sussy.
To those who played the playtest, is it like vastly different? The final build?
I don't know.
It's not.
Not really.
There are differences, but it's not like vastly different.
It's not like a whole new like location started or anything like that.
I mean,
No, like,
depending
major
on
changes.
depending on how old of the version you refer to, because if you refer to the version
Yeah.
back when you could upgrade gear with biohazard fibers, that was pretty big, because
Okay.
that made the map even shorter.
The progression?
Because getting
Yeah.
endgame armor was just visiting a military location, going to haze, and you're done. That's it.
You
You
win.
have yeah, you win.
Yeah, I mean, I get what the perspective of like Dan is like he wanted to make a faster map, which is fair because I think he's playing a lot of Washington, and I remember when I told Dan I was like he was still
I mean,
on
that's
the
just
Russian
fun.
hype train, back in like the beginning of the year. I told him, no, Russia's a good map, but it's not the best map, and I told him it's Washington, and then he started playing Washington with a couple of the Unturned Elite. And he just started falling in love in Washington. There's some tweets on Danby's like Twitter right now you can find where he's like freaking out about Washington. He's like, "Why is Washington so good?" Which I mean, like, it's kind of interesting to think about. But you can maybe see some of the things that come from Washington into Polaris. I think that's really interesting for the people who are observing. Or maybe Dan doesn't see that, but I see it.
Yeah. I think main thing about like Washington more of Seattle really. Like Seattle is really what people speak about when they say, "Oh, Washington is so good." It's mostly just Seattle.
I think
I
the laymen believe that, but there's a lot more to that. Like Washington as a whole has a lot more going on for it than the main city. The main city, I mean, the main Seattle is like amazing. I don't even think Nelson's really thought about. I don't even think Nelson's really thought about how insane of design he actually made for the time and for what it was. But yeah, many people point to Seattle, but there's if someone's making a video on like maps, and whenever I see anybody make videos on like maps, I cringe at most of them because I feel like there's a lot more you can talk about than just like everything on the surface level. Because people talk about surface level stuff when it comes to maps, and it really makes me kind of like irked. I don't know. I'm like, what are you talking about? Well, I'm gonna get back onto the like talk about the podcast because I mean, like, yeah, Polaris is good, but I mean that's besides the point of this episode. I don't know. I mean, I told Trident, did you believe me when I said that we're gonna go for a year?
Did.
You did?
I did.
Why?
I would say in like I would say like past the first month, I was like, okay, this is pretty good. It's all about the
So you believe that the first month?
Well, I was willing to attend, but then like we got a bit more serious. I would say we got a lot of traction. It's like, okay, this is pretty cool.
I think
Plus,
it
every other
was.
podcast had failed, so they're gonna watch.
The funny thing is like I think a lot of people were skeptical of what was gonna happen, and I want to clarify that I was the only person like mainly producing the show. Of course, I had my the people designing the thumbnails early on, and of course the artist now. Doing that, which I couldn't do. I couldn't draw as well as them. I play Gartic Phone with them, and I'm horrible.
Oh, thanks.
But yeah, I've been mainly the person that's been uploading and recording these episodes in total, and putting them up on YouTube.
What do you mean mainly? It's all you.
Yeah, it is me.
Like there was one episode that wasn't like uploaded as stuff, I think, by you, which he left. Yeah.
It was a compromise episode that I would talk about in the future because I think
Wasn't that episode released early too?
no, I mean there's a lot of things wrong with what happened during the earlier times that I'm very disappointed about, and eventually they'll come out to the public. I'm just not ready to tell the whole story of what happened early on. There's been a lot of drama behind the scenes that you may have not like seen at all.
Yeah.
Such as my episode being the most popular for some reason. Still,
There's a lot
still
of like
no clue why that's a thing.
because of
it's kinda
FNF.
silly.
The algorithm.
FNF.
Yeah.
I'm saying, okay, if Nelson's episode does not beat Diliono, then I don't know what I'm gonna do, man.
Dude, put
if
Friday Night
Nelson's
Funkin'
exit
in the
can't
tags.
beat you,
Dude, okay, hear me out. Okay, like Friday Night Funkin', it's not a AAA game. It's an indie game. So is Unturned. You can put it in the tags. They're the same game, pretty much.
no.
They're the same game.
I think they call it but if Nelson's episode does not beat Diliono's episode, then I don't know what's gonna beat Diliono's episode because
I'm
It
just
stayed-
a better developer.
it
it's
stayed
that
the
simple.
top. It stayed the top of the chain.
For,
I don't know
for a
how.
while.
The fans
No, it
know
still
what they
is.
want.
It
Yeah,
still
no,
is the
it
top.
still
It's not gonna lose. I hope Nelson beats you, so it could beat this round, but we'll see. But yeah, like besides all the dumb shit that's happened behind the scenes, and like Trying Games not showing up for every episode, but you know, I mean it's been pretty fun. I think something that also wanted me to make something consistent is just because I've always tried to be I tried to make content for Unturned, and I feel like I just get fucking bored or I like procrastinate hard enough, like a lot to make content, and also there's no real reason to. There's not a lot. So mainly whenever I make a video, it's always like if I can't watch it and enjoy it, then like I'm not putting it out. So that's what it's been. I mean I rewatch my own videos sometimes and I laugh when I'm bored because there's nothing good on YouTube anymore, sadly. And I'm like, man, those were fun memories. I hope people can look back on these episodes and actually like think about this time and be like, man, this was such a weird time, wasn't that?
Damn, this sucks, dude. You know what? Hello, person watching in the future, about like I don't know, a couple years from now. No, I hate you.
Hello, Unturned.
I'm gonna kill you.
Hello, Unturned historian of the future. I wonder what happened to Stas Wally on December 29th of 2022. I wonder what happened to him. I don't know what's gonna happen to him. I just wonder sometimes.
Neither do I. No one knows really.
No one really knows. Along with the fact that I think a lot of people didn't think I was gonna get enough guests. I mean, early on, I forgot during Renga's episode. I remember when I forgot who asked the question. I think Renga said it. He's like, I think you're running out of guests. I'm like, nah. And I think people didn't believe that I would get so many people. I think it's funny because even certain people I tell you guys, you'll have like no idea about them. You have like no like who is this person? And I explain to like everybody. like I have to bring up so many people. I'm like, okay, this is the person. And they're like, who
I
is
mean,
this person?
that's kind of
I
the
think
goal of the podcast.
Yeah, no, that's something that I said. I think something that's good about Unturned Podcast is that it brings light to people who do
You
like
wouldn't
good
hear
stuff
about them.
with Unturned. Yeah, but they don't really have much of like an online presence, really. I mean, not online, but like known presence, you know?
Yeah.
Like
Proceeds to invite Nelson.
mostly, you know. Yeah, I mean, okay. There's absolutely like a group of like people who are like thousands of hours in and don't know who Nelson is. That
That's
I
crazy.
disbelieve, but yeah, that could be. I mean, yeah. I hope I gave a voice to like a majority of people who came onto the show who usually would not like publicly talk about anything that they do. Or maybe I introduced some of the people who are listening to like someone random that they would have not known otherwise, and then they'd be like, "Who is this person?" Which I mean, you can debate how much I did that, but you know, I did do it. I don't know. It's very odd because it's like this ends season 1.
Yeah.
I don't know what the future's gonna entail. There was a lot of times.
In season 2, we'll introduce V-Bucks to the merch.
Bucks.
We're gonna make NFTs. Yeah.
Yeah, and we're gonna start an
Nelson's gonna kill the
AI.
podcast.
We're gonna start an
Oh,
AI.
man.
What?
We will start.
First-
Yeah.
For
Season 2 will for season 2, just like as Kukui said,
It would be
if
AI
in
generated content.
case one of us dies, we'll just get an AI to replace one of us.
Yeah,
If I wonder who's gonna die first. Who's dying first in this call? I say it's Friendly Games.
Who's dying
why.
first?
Actually, no, it's gonna be
Okay.
Stats Wally on the 29th of December of
Yeah.
2020.
29th of December.
No one's gonna get this
Wait,
joke. This joke has not even been played out yet. The joke has not been played out. You'll see why.
this joke is from the future. You won't
This
get
joke
it.
will be for the future, and I hope someone could clip this, and then when it happens, y'all could be like, "Damn, he knew." Yes, Stats is like worried.
Taz gets
Yeah.
shot in the leg.
No.
No.
I think there was a lot of times during the recordings of the episode where I was like, God damn, I had to record the episode. But I did do it anyway. Because I had a goal. And I did want to achieve that goal, and I did. I did achieve the goal. I didn't fuck up this goal. And
I
to
have a
everyone
dream.
and to everyone who said like I didn't really do anything, or like I didn't do anything special, like I gave up so much time of mine. I've given up so much like time I would have seen like family or gone to events or done other things with other people just for this show. My other host here, all of them, if they said they had to do something, they don't want to be a part of an episode, they can leave, but I cannot. I've been the one that has to actually be here all the time and just record these episodes.
And that's
like,
why you get paid.
and Stas is right now playing like Stellaris right now as I speak. Like,
And
I
I'm
mean,
playing
that's
Polaris.
what my hosts do while we're recording.
Tech report, enigmatic spacefarers, news of alien ships humming for the Aether has reached our
Okay,
planet.
enough,
bro.
Stas, enough. But I have sacrificed a lot of time of mine to do these podcast episodes. Even though they may seem like low quality, they have taken up a lot of time of mine. And you know, caused a lot of problems in my real life. But I did it anyway because I set out a goal and I wanted to achieve that goal, and I did, and I hope to continue eventually. I think there was a time when producing the show I really wanted to end this episode. This was the episode I think that was gonna end it all, but I think I'm gonna have to continue doing these episodes because not only are they just like fun and mainly just us talking like we would normally do about Unturned, because another reason why this podcast even exists is because I was able to just talk about Unturned and like in general to so many people and bring up so many things. And I was like, you know what, this would just be good if I recorded everything and put it somewhere. And I think it's good discussion as well. Like something you don't really see. Like you can see people typing like in discussions when it comes to Unturned and what they would like to see in Unturned, but you don't really see like an immediate conversation or build up upon that. So I also wanted to do it. There's a lot of reasons why I wanted this show. That's why it's so good. I don't know. I always wanted to do something that like nobody really has succeeded in. And I hope that my other projects in the future, when they come out, they're going to be things that probably that nobody else can ever do. Which is really sad to say. Like, I mean, people complain about like Unturned not having content. I think I said this in the podcast beforehand, like early on in the episodes. It's not about Unturned having content. It's about you being creative with what Unturned gives you. I have a whole document of Unturned ideas for videos that will probably last me for like 4 years because of my upload schedule. But like, there's so much you can do in this game, and there's so much content you can do. You can be like different from everyone else. You don't have to be the guy that makes space rating videos. You don't have to be the guy that
Can
just...
people just make mods? Like,
you don't have to be the guy that
people
makes
have
mods.
people have so many good ideas, and yet like just make mods. Like, no one's creative in modding. It's all just military, and it has been for like years.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, it's not about...
Do
It's
something
not about...
silly.
You have
It's-
you have offended quite a lot of people in the modding community. now.
Lol.
It's
Make
not
a creative
about...
map.
It's not about it. You gotta just
Like-
be creative
Just,
with it.
no. Don't listen to Dilly. Don't listen to anyone. Just keep making mods. Just keep
Alright,
making
hot
mods.
take.
Mods are pretty cool.
I'll take aim to make a creative map. Like, even if it's a Russia-like or not, just try to make a creative map.
Make
Even
like a
if-
shit ton, because eventually you have to get better, and then you'll make some pretty cool shit.
Yeah,
Or make arena maps. Like, just go down the path of learning off of small projects. You don't even have to go out on certain projects, like we said beforehand.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like,
Also, didn't Danaby ruin his like ABCDE like thing with the maps?
but...
Alpha
Huh?
Valley,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, then fuck the Canyon Arena, and then
Then-
Zango,
He's silly.
Elver, and then,
And then A6 Polaris.
oh,
Oh,
okay, but yeah, because fucking
Why didn't you
six,
just call it
fucking
Frost?
F, dude. No, because
you
it's,
wanted to break the cycle, I guess.
You stupid.
no, but because A6, F is like the sixth letter in the alphabet, so he's kind of
That's
following it.
That's dumb.
It's dumb, but he didn't break
You're
it
dumb.
quite yet.
You're dumb, Danny too. You're dumb.
yeah.
You're done.
Trying
No,
to be
just
cool.
make something. Just make something fun. There's a lot of things you can do in this game still, and I'm not gonna be done. And there's so many more mysteries that need to be told. I'm looking at you, Knight Rider.
Yeah,
Um,
like there's this one mystery no one has been able to answer yet. Does P9 fake his base
Oh my
rates?
god.
We had to do it.
No, you
We had
didn't.
to do
No,
it.
you didn't.
It's been a few episodes without the joke.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. It was a good thing. Can you believe that we recorded a 3-hour episode with Nelson Saxon?
Yeah.
That
How
was
the hell? How the hell did none of us ask how much is a ton of sex? How did none
I'm
Oh,
of us
kind of
ask
glad that
that?
y'all weren't sus. You guys
I'm also glad we
didn't
didn't
disappoint
ask that,
me.
but why
Bruh.
not? You know,
Why? Okay, why would you want to ask that question?
because it's funny.
Y'all are sus. This
What's
is
the
why.
size of his hand
I mean,
or foot?
I was just surprised. How long we really went. I mean, I told Toothy, in DMs as a joke. I said to him like, "Oh, we're gonna record an episode for 3 hours with Nelson Saxon." And he's like, "Really?" And I'm like, "Nah, it was a joke." And then we recorded a 3-hour episode with Nelson Saxon. Like what the hell?
It was a prophecy.
It was a prophecy, bro. I foretold the future.
I wonder what his reaction will be like seeing the episode being 3 hours long.
I hate those people.
I don't know. I told a lot of people, and people were like they'll watch it still. I mean, it's Nelson. It's pretty interesting. Yeah, I think. I mean, most of the guests that we've had have been pretty good. I don't think there's been any guest that's been like sus to any of us. Except for like one. But like I think overall the Unturned community has been, the people that I've picked out for the guests have been pretty mellow, pretty cool about everything. And I hope to continue doing this show. But I think it won't be weekly anymore. I should say that The show will not be weekly. You're insane. The people who thought I was gonna go for another year to get to like 100 episodes. You must be insane if I'm doing that. Like, what is wrong with you? You know what? If you think I'll say this right now. If you think you can outperform me in doing these episodes and catch up to my amount of episodes and have the amount of guests that I had on and be distinguished from me in the way that I produced this show, then do it. Or just do a show in general. I don't care. There's more stuff that needs to be discussed about with Unturned. There's a lot more stuff. A lot of things. A lot of sus things. All I can really do is just say, like, yeah, just make more stuff. There needs to be more. And I think, I remember when I began the podcast, I forgot what episode it was. I think it was like the second episode. I said, I believe this is the year of Unturned. I believe that Unturned is gonna spike up. I think I saw the groundworks for it. And to some degree it has, but I don't think it has to the extent I thought it was gonna have. I thought we were gonna hit this part of Unturned where it was a resurgence when it comes to the content creation scene. Which, I mean, to a certain degree it has, but it hasn't been as large as I thought it was going to be. I hope that by making this show and producing this show that event has inspired some people to make content on Unturned. No matter what it was. As long as it's just fun and you're just doing it for fun and it exists, and just do it. We need to see more stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, eventually we are gonna have a couple of the older content creators actually come back to the scene. Because Union's had plans about that as well.
He's never gonna do it.
No, because he said that I think he said this on the episode, but he had a similar idea to us where.
Yeah, I know. He didn't say it. Don't leak the plans. Don't leak the plans. Right. Don't leak it. Yeah. Don't leak it. No leak us. No leak us.
No leakers in this hood.
No leakers.
Dude, something so funny I saw in Official. There were like people who I recognized for like leaking the map, and they were like complaining that they like sunk like 30 or 40 euro into boxes and they didn't get a mythical, and I just kept on saying leakers curse. Because it was so funny. Because they wouldn't get a single mythical.
Let's go.
There's a leak.
Why does Dan get like leakers in his shit, bro?
Because Danavy is sus. I told Daniel, I told him, I was like, why are you not afraid of the amount of people you invite to the playtesting of the map? And he's like, I don't know. And I told him, I think this is very worrisome for you.
Sitting there indoctrinating him to be afraid.
No, I told him, I'm like, okay, you have this many people. It was justified because right after, like a couple days after, the first leak happened. And I was like, well, I mean, what did I say?
Surprised Pikachu face.
Yeah, I don't know. He doesn't curate.
Good job, Danby.
He doesn't curate his people to be silent. That's something that is very worrisome when it comes to the projects that Dan has created and the people he outsources to other projects as well. So it makes me very worried about that. I did tell him that.
Danby. This is what happens when you appear to such a crowd.
No. Also, like all the people who were putting the server up, like the map up before the map was actually even out.
Yeah, there were like 3 servers which had a build of Polaris. Like all of them were full as well.
Yeah,
which
there's
shows
like 6
how
people.
much that leak was. No, there were 3 servers full of 20 to 30 people each.
I meant not people. I meant like 6 servers. I saw.
Yeah, and like that really shows how far those leaks went.
Yeah, it's really sus what happened. Along with the fact that I think Nelson should fix the downloading of maps. When you log in, like let's say you go into a map, right? You download the whole file before you even get kicked out for not having a password or something.
Yeah,
Isn't that fixed now?
No.
No. That's the reason. So I had to invent a workaround, and that's the reason I have that spray on Polaris, because I invented the workaround to actually make the map playtestable.
You can't leak
how
the leak.
Yeah, you can't leak it directly from the server list anymore.
Yeah, you had to
Because
make
that
like this whole like fake.
How it worked was you would upload a mod, you'd upload a fake mod to the Steam Workshop, and then you would take the files of the map in your server's directory, and then you would replace it. You disable like auto updates, everything like that, and then in the in each person's individual files, you would do the same thing, and you would just send the map through a different like source, like Google Drive or something, instead of just through the Steam Workshop. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's like the most logical way. I think the way I did it specifically was you would upload the map, and then you would upload the map to the workshop unlisted. You'd put it on a server. You'd start up the server. You'd disable... No, okay, before you started up the server, you'd make sure that auto updates were off. Then you'd start up the server, and then you'd immediately close it down. You would then update the mod to delete everything in the mod folder. And then you would restart the server, and then because auto updates weren't on, the server would go up with the map, and but then anyone who tried to join, it would download the latest version of the workshop, and it would say, and then it just wouldn't download anything because it was just an empty folder. And then whenever you try and join the server, it would say, "Oh, this server's running a map you don't have," and then people would download that fake mod, and then they'd replace the files of the fake mod with the map, using like Google Drive or something.
Yeah,
And
that
that's
was
how the workaround worked. Yeah, and I just came up with that on the spot, and I was like, "Oh my god, that's genius!"
You know something funny? You told that to Dan, right?
Yeah.
Dan told me that he found that workaround.
Bruh.
Daniel, you have just some explaining to do.
Damn.
You lying, bro. You lying. Why are you such a liar?
Okay, the first ever person to know about the workaround other than me was Durante, because he was the person who tested it with me.
So Entei and DeLeono got robbed by
This guy.
There will be a six long video exposing Danny V2 for Polaris.
My 6 hour long
My
video
truth.
saying about how I actually deserve the entirety of Polaris and all of its revenue.
Oh, with
My
its
truth.
income.
Yeah,
Look at this
that's
guy.
funny. What else do you guys think about Among Us? I don't know.
Yes.
Sure
I
is the
seen
game.
Among Us VR.
Yeah, and there's
Okay,
an
that was a
Among Us
joke.
cosmetic in
Dude,
Fortnite.
$10.
Okay, that was a joke. We can continue back to the podcast talk.
Dude, My Hero Academia is in Fortnite now.
This guy, oh my god.
Dude.
Yeah, bitch.
Mr. Beast is in
Mr.
Fortnite.
Beast is
I
in
don't care.
Fortnite.
Mr. Beast.
When
I
are we gonna
think
get
it's
Mr.
funny.
Beast and Unturned?
Give me 20 minutes.
There was the
I'll note
JPEG
that down.
monster.
I'll note that down.
There was the JPEG monster. Like if you got like close to it, it would kill you. It would like follow you around like Gmods like monsters.
Oh, the next box. Yeah,
Yeah, like it just has like a death box around it the moment that it comes up to you. Yeah.
It's scary.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Back to the podcast.
I'll make a Mr. Beast character mod.
Okay.
Do it.
Okay.
It'd be funny.
I don't know. What do you guys think about the podcast? You guys not leaving, right? You're staying for the entirety of the next year.
Probably.
We'll see.
Okay, this you hear it here, folks. If these guys leave during next year, I'm gonna be very disappointed. But if they do, leave your comments below. Who would you like to see replaced, and by who?
They should replace me with Knight.
You want to talk about Knight Rider? Knight Rider is so silly.
Knight, come back.
Last time I saw him was on the Polaris playtest.
Knight Rider
I
needs to
wish
get
I'd
back to making
played more.
content.
He says he's doing business. He's conducting business.
He said he would be back. But I don't know where he
Eventually.
is. Eventually.
He's gonna go and swoon some ladies, and then he's gonna get them to play Unturned. And that's how he increases the player base. That's not what I do. It's kind of insane.
Where?
This is Among Us. This is
Had to
sauce.
increase the player base.
I wonder what's gonna happen. I wonder what the next tier map's gonna be.
I
we got
hope
Polaris.
it's a rush. I mean,
It's gonna be my PI edit.
so true.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna make a whole map. I'm gonna make a new map. It's gonna be nothing like you've ever seen before.
Let's
It's
just
gonna be
like
remake
Mexico.
PI from memory.
make PI from memory. That sounds like a horrible idea.
From memory, bro. That could be good.
I know Kuwait wasn't that long ago, but I really want to see like a
What do you
new
mean
country.
it wasn't?
too.
It wasn't that long ago. It was like, what?
2021.
That was
A
almost
year
2 years ago now.
It's crazy
Oh my
how it's
God.
like we always had like a map almost every year. It's kind of like how we have a Call of Duty every year, except
So true.
because this is
I Call of
better.
Duty every year. What's wrong with you?
Call of Duty every year.
What is
I'm not
wrong
wrong.
with you?
Wasn't
I ain't wrong.
didn't Era drop in 2021 as well?
Maybe.
I think so.
Yeah, but
I think it was
later on.
late.
I think
2021.
that
Basically,
Kuwait
that
was
was the year
early.
of desert maps.
Yeah, I think that Kuwait was early 2021, and then
Arid was late. It was
Arid
December.
was late. Yeah,
Yeah.
Arid came out at the perfect festive time of December. A very festive map of
Oh,
desert.
December.
I mean, it is very
Yeah.
festive. Very nice.
It's accurate to the south,
It's very nice.
Exactly.
the southern the
Yeah, but
southern
yeah.
hemisphere.
But there's a lot of like more stuff in the future that will be made. I know people are worried about the future, but there will be more stuff.
Yeah, don't worry.
And how good the quality is, I don't know. But there will be more stuff in the future to play around with and mess around with that are currently being created, and you'll
Yeah.
see. You'll see. I don't know. I don't know what to think about everything right now. I think we're in such a good position right now, but we just need. I think the only thing that needs to be pushed is really just making content on YouTube and actually having a reason to. I know like Silver really showed what the bar can give if you put effort into it, but even that, I don't think most people want to do stuff like Silver did because that was just insane. But
He spent like a lot of time on that video, like a lot,
Well, he
Yeah.
spent like roughly he's a year, right?
like literally months.
yeah, I remember when he recorded those episodes. So it's very funny.
In short, if you're not like Silver, you're lazy.
You're lazy.
I
People call me lazy.
already knew that.
Among us.
Hey,
How do you guys feel about Eunice being deposed as the king of the SCG forums? Like, that's crazy.
Well, according to Nelson, he's not.
Dude,
So I'm just
that
gonna
was
stick with
insane.
Nelson on that.
Like, I can't believe he said that. Like, honestly, I was not expecting it.
That was so funny.
That was
I
insane.
wonder if he's
yeah.
the king of unturned names.
Me.
You were, but you failed.
Oh yeah, no. Oh yeah, well I was.
You were. And then look what happened to you. Look what happened.
Still I am.
fell from grace.
You know, the funny thing is like, you know, if Eunice has been deposed as the king of the SCG forums, I wonder who will be the next king. Well, he's technically not been deposed. I still consider him the king.
He hasn't been accepted as the king of the SDG farms.
Yeah, by the guy that made this. Wait, did Nelson make STG forums or?
No, he's the
Maybe.
game creator, so I would just consider it like he's the higher up.
He is SDG, so.
He is SDG, so
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Thing is, like, just because he hasn't been accepted by, like, just because he's, like, not been accepted
that's
doesn't
what
mean,
Nelson
he
said.
isn't one.
Nelson
Like-
said that he could incite a revolution. Like that's still on the table.
That's on the table.
Exactly.
Well,
He,
but what does that
he
even
suggested
entail?
revolution.
Is he gonna
Burn
just-
down the metaphorical houses. Break open the
The me-
metaphorical door. Slay the head.
Okay, that would be a funny
Yeah.
idea. Imagine like we just draw like houses of like SCG and like Unturned, and like we set them on fire, and so we just start saying that we are burning down SCG, unless Eunice is
I
accepted
think
as the
we
king of
would-
the SCG forums.
I think we would get, like, I think we'd actually get tipped to the FBI because I think that's an actual terrorist threat.
Like it's in
Against the real
Unturned, and
company?
Unturned, obviously, and Unturned. I'm not talking about real life. I'm talking about like Unturned houses.
I cannot
okay?
emphasize this enough. Unturned.
Yes, it's Unturned. I'm not talking about real life. But like, what if we just say like we like make like fake images in Unturned of like a revolution happening and say that the goal is to get like Eunice a like tag that says the king of the SCG forums.
Let's get Eunice an in-game exclusive crown.
That'd be so funny. The meme would go
That'd be
if
really
that would have
funny.
happened. That's like so far. That's so funny.
That'd be insane.
That would be insane.
I mean,
For real.
the Benson hoodie got in game.
I
So
mean, yeah, this is true.
Mm.
We have to incite a revolution. We had to make a petition of like who's gonna sign up for the revolution, and then we got to like go full on. That's how we would do it. We would need to sign up like a petition.
change.org.
Yeah,
Sales and trash.
Change.org.
Yeah.
and we need to have like recruiters to like sign up for the petition, and we'll get like a bunch of people to get use the
We need to get
tag and
we
the
need to
item.
get server owners. We need to get server owners to change their like server names to like Eunice for King of STG Forum.
Could you imagine?
That'd be really. I could speak up a couple. I could get that. I could get
If
that.
there
to
was
happen.
if there was like an item for Eunice,
Frieza gets renamed.
Frieza gets renamed to the King of the SG Force Eunice. I don't know, man. I don't think we get that far, but that would be really funny. That would be really funny. Besides Eunice being the king of the SCG forms, and potentially maybe the king of Unturned, eventually.
Eventually.
I don't know. There's not really anything else to talk about besides more like podcast stuff, which I think I already mentioned everything I really needed to do. Which is
I need more mod ideas. Can people put in the comments mod ideas and I'll make them?
I told
Maybe.
you mod
I-
ideas. You
no.
didn't want to make them though.
Okay,
Make
what
a
were your mod
Fortnite
ideas?
I have a
I
mod.
told you.
I have I have a mod idea, but I want to do this for myself. You know that there's this
What
one
mod
video
idea?
which I thought was the funniest thing ever, where this guy had a Pringles can, you see, and then there's this other guy like really far away across the room. I just need to know how to make a throwable object. But I want to make the Pringles mod, and then when you eat it, you have the can, and then you can just toss the can, and it'll hit someone. The kicker
Okay.
is it has that funny little sound, little metal sound.
Okay.
I think you should make a chug
just-
jug mod.
I just need help
A
figuring
chug-jug
out
mod?
what the fuck, like
Yeah.
how to put the
Okay.
stuff on stuff.
Can you
Okay.
get it done by the end of this episode?
No, hold on.
I will pay you in exposure.
I'll make
That's
a chug jug mod that has like the full 20-second like use time.
I told you, Diddley.
Yeah.
Diddley.
You know, you have
This-
to collaborate with dog food on that to make it so it, like actually drains every time you drink it.
No, I can figure
Okay,
that out
no.
myself.
I told Diddley a mod, and he said he wouldn't do it because he was lazy. And that
What
was,
was the mod idea?
and that
I actually
was
don't
to-
remember.
Do you know?
No.
And that was
Does
to
he
add
know?
the warden to Unturned.
Oh yeah, the warden.
Uh,
All I hear is laziness. All I hear is laziness.
Maybe.
That's a lot of fucking us. That means too lazy.
That, I mean,
It's too
I
lazy
think
as
the
well.
warden would be pretty funny. Like, I think that'd be really funny to spawn on like somebody. Could you imagine like someone's AFK or Eunice being AFK, and then like we put a warden behind him, and that's it. It's over.
Would it just be
wouldn't
like a
be that-
reskin electric zombie?
I mean, it'll probably be just like. No, I wouldn't say an electric zombie because you can't really do much with that. I don't know how animals work. Maybe. I think. I could have like. Just a regular animal, because I mean they work similarly. Like if you make noise near an animal, it like detects and like woo. So you know, I wouldn't really have to change much.
Do the bear
Warden
the
is
bear
the
hug
most-
like attack animation, and also the electro zombie like throwing of electricity, and make it
If I can figure out how to use like boss zombie attacks on it, then yeah, I'll do that.
get the warden in.
You just true.
Get to work.
Get
Now.
the warden now. I guess along with the merchandise, we got.
Oh yeah, it was actually sound like a god church. I'm gonna be honest. Wait, didn't we sell like 7 so far?
I think so. I haven't checked. I sent messages to everyone who's like who's purchased a piece of merch. So I think I've done like
That's
7.
cool.
I have the stickers
Alright.
now, and I put them on my computer. I have them on
Did
right now.
Nelson buy one?
No, I don't think so.
I'm wearing my shirt right now actually.
Have you worn it outside?
think Nelson. I
Oh, I
think
went outside?
Nelson
No.
should buy the mug.
have you worn it outside?
No.
No,
Are you ever gonna wear it outside?
probably not.
Probably not. And why is
I'll wear it
that?
to my girlfriend's house. How about that?
I guess that counts.
Yeah.
Do you think that counts? Do you think that counts, guys?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know what else to talk about. Is there anything else we need to mention?
Oh yeah, on the topic of merch, I had this.
Blackout drama.
I had the idea. Don't care. I had this idea.
Blackout drama.
Don't care.
Don't care.
So we could have. This was something I was gonna bring up. What about the idea of, designs about like revolving around certain guests? Obviously, with the guest's permission.
If
Don't
they
care.
agree to it.
Blackout
Oh
drama
yeah,
is
we're
based
gonna
on-
monetize on them.
Yeah, let's just monetize all of our guests.
Exactly.
Be
You
something
monetize
like-
all of us.
Yeah, but you're a host. That's the difference.
Okay, I'm gonna share.
Okay. Eunice,
We did
The
Eunice.
Eunice shit. Yeah,
We
we did the
monetized
Eunice
it.
shit.
we
We
turned
monetized
Eunice,
the Eunice.
we turned Eunice into a marketable figure.
Oh, yeah, but when will we partner with Makeshift?
Make like a
That really
Eunice
helps.
King plushie.
Eunice plushie.
A Eunice
The
King
Eunice
plushie.
plushie.
That'd be really
That'd
funny.
be
gonna
awesome.
That'd be
That'd
funny.
be
as well.
awesome.
Like,
Make shit
With
pairs
like
up.
Wait,
Like a little
can't we do like
plushie
custom
crown.
plushies and whatnot?
First,
gotta
I
do
gotta
it.
get my own plushie. Only after I get a plushie, Eunice gets one.
I could probably request a plushie. I could also. Okay, the next piece of merch that comes out will be a blanket. I don't know what design, but it will be a blanket.
Okay.
We need like
Cozy.
completely random items like
We need the Eunice
Um,
blanket.
I think the Eunice
No.
blanket would be funny as hell.
wait, I'm trying to think of a completely random item. Oh, I know. You know, like those like rubber protectors people put on like furniture so the babies don't like hit their heads on it. We need like
Yeah.
that.
It is
We need
so
that.
dumb. I think something funny we could do is like something in the Unturned style. I think this would be like a banger idea for a blanket. Something for the Unturned style, or like maybe like roads or something on a blanket, and make it like across like a pattern design that's Unturned related as a blanket. I think I would buy that honestly.
Can we have
Pattern
the
design.
Can we have the Elva crafting guide
No.
as a mouse pad? Oh.
No.
the crafting tree.
Yeah, the
No.
Elva crafting tree. Can we have that as a
That's
mouse pad?
crazy.
Get that as a poster, dude.
I could really request
Posters of the
posters.
crafting trees could be kind of sick.
We gotta make, we gotta make
Let's
some.
make a basic Polaris pillow as well, and sell it for
Polaris
$23.
pillow.
Polaris pillow.
I gotta
Dude,
make.
let's take
And then
let's take the renders from the store page of Polaris
You know
and let's put them on pillows.
You know what? Let's just copy Polaris
yeah.
and just upload ourselves.
Let's
copy
just remake
Polaris.
Polaris.
Yeah, we can make it better.
It's been long enough. People have kind of forgotten about that map.
Yeah,
We should make Summer Polaris.
Summer
Like-
Polaris.
It's just Polaris, but all of the snow has melted.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, wait. Stas, you met with Bane and Renexon, right? Sometime ago, I believe.
Oh.
That hasn't happened yet.
Yeah,
Oh, my bad.
but it will happen at some point. So
It will happen.
It will happen.
Yeah. Something will happen to Test Wally
Wait.
on the 29th of December in 2022. And he doesn't know it
Let's
yet.
just say the Polaris fans will have a
The
surprise.
Polaris fans will have a surprise.
Wait, will we ever get like another fucking what's it called? For like our 100th or 1,000th podcast, will we ever like?
1,000 podcast. Are you? What's wrong with you?
I'm just saying, if it ever gets to that, will we like ever fly?
I don't think we
over
will
to
be
one
alive.
location?
I don't think we will be alive for the 1,000th episode.
Okay, here. What about like? Well, no, the 100th is too early. 250th. We
No.
like fly over to like a studio.
I think the 100th
And then we
episode.
actually
I think the
have a
100th episode
podcast,
would be funny
Like
as hell.
page 3 or
No.
something.
Why are we saying that? Because we're gonna. Okay, the show's gonna be turned to monthly, so there'd be monthly episodes. So there'd be like 12 episodes a
Okay,
year.
then 100th is fine.
So if we get to the 100th episode, it would be like in like 4 years. I don't know. I can't do math.
Wait, dude, only monthly? I'd say like bi-weekly, like every other
We
week.
could do like
Five.
we could do 2 every month.
Because then that'd be like
Oh, my fuck.
20.
Well, I
I
think
think
we have-
that'd be like 26 episodes in a year.
But we have to plan it as well. Everything's like sprung up upon us.
Yeah. Or
Sounds
we
crazy.
just release episodes no matter what. Or whenever. Like, alright, it's done. The episode's out.
We also need
Release
like a
like 3
YouTube
episodes
short
in a
like
day, and then we got like a year
for the
without
Unturned
uploading.
Podcast.
Dude, it was funny because I remember Knight was like saying that we had to do more episodes in a week. I'm like, are you insane? Like, are you fucking insane? I told her that because
That's
I'm like,
crazy.
yeah, he's insane. He thinks that like we could do that. First of all, I wouldn't want to do that, and second of all, it would be like would kill the podcast. We would have been like done like
Bro,
in 3 months.
there aren't enough members of the Unturned community to get that many people on.
And also, why
Dude,
would you want to
that's
watch?
just-
I'm gonna check out Minecraft podcasts. I'm gonna see if
I don't
anyone's
think that
actually gone
exists.
hard.
I don't think that
Yeah, 'cause they're
exists. I don't think it exists, bro.
There's like there's a hell ton of Minecraft podcasts. There's like some like relating to exclusively like Redstone and stuff. There's a hell ton.
There's something called Spawn Chunks.
Redstone podcast.
I've heard
The
of the Spawn
Redstone
Chunks, yeah.
podcast.
I
That's
cannot
awesome.
fathom how that has a public. Like, I don't get it.
What are some other what are some other popular games?
I looked
I
at
have no
Rust.
idea
and
how
Five
that-
Nights at Freddy's
Okay.
podcast.
FNAF podcast.
well, that exists, but like not
In an
actual
alternate
like.
universe, it's like, hello everybody and welcome back to the Fortnite podcast. I'm your
That
host,
would've
Cookie
never happened.
Charles, and I'm joined with
And
They
I'm
added
joined
My
once
Hero
again by
Academia and
Mr. Beast.
Fortnite today. No,
By Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast.
It's funny if we get Jimmy Beast on the podcast. How
I
how would
know.
that be?
It's
We
no,
would
no,
have
no.
to, we would have to win one of his
if.
competitions. That seems
That's
like
the
the only way, the only attainable way to actually really get him on.
Yeah, our goal
Okay.
is to get Mr. Beast on the podcast.
Let me rephrase what you said. It would be funny when we get Mr. Beast on the podcast.
Yeah, when?
When we get... Dude, I can't wait for Mr. Beast's 500 mythical unturned challenge.
Fuck yeah.
That's gonna be
That's
awesome.
crazy.
Today. Could you imagine some dumb shit like that?
Imagine an entire podcast episode where he speaks, where he speaks like his YouTube videos, like not even casually, just so like upbeat and
He's
it's
like, today
energy.
I am in the Unturned podcast with. he just starts
Oh,
like.
probably yells it.
Today we are in the Unturned podcast. So
Yes, I do play
Our
Unturned.
host is Cookie
So-
Charles.
So, Mr. Beast, what do you think of the latest map release, Polaris? I think that Polaris is...
I think that Polaris is great. I will be playing
First
it
person
for
to beat
24 hours
Polaris
straight.
wins $1,000.
Dude,
Hey.
Danaby's gonna be watching this bet. Danaby, why isn't there a Mr. Beast cameo in Polaris?
Yeah. Where's Mr.
Great.
That'd be
Beast?
hilarious. dude.
Where is Mr. Beast? What is Mr. Beast?
That-
That's another dude. That's another thing. With the cosmetics, I asked him like, "Yo, like this zombie has like a syringe in his shoulder. Like, yo, can that be a curated cosmetic?" It was like, "Okay, sure," and it's not. Can you believe that? He lied to me.
Yeah, what a liar. Damn, you're such a liar. Like, come on.
I'd like
Lights
to
on
know...
fire?
I'd like to know why the fox mask and the welding masks are actually hats. This is like the one thing that is ruining those two cosmetics.
They're already ruined.
Why is the fox hair called fox head? That's also another thing I picked up. Like, why is that called fox head?
Foxy the
Like-
pirate.
It was probably like 4 a.m. when he was adding it.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know who told me this, but I swear when he started working on the cosmetics, someone told me that he was adding a Genshin Impact character to it.
Yep.
And I
Yeah.
still
Yep.
don't-
The fox hair is Sucrose
Oh,
from Genshin. Yeah, hang on. Like, you might not be able to like paint it in your head, but as soon as I show you a picture, you can be like, yeah, that's it. Okay, I'll post it here.
That's
at that.
not the only. That's not the only Genshin Impact reference. On
Ah.
Yeah, the not backpack is also a Genshin reference.
There's probably like 7,000 of them on Polaris. Let's be honest.
It's
I
Yeah,
like
know.
1,000.
you guys know that spray on that purple wall on the that's also a Polaris reference. Not Polaris
Polaris.
reference, Genshin
For a- I know for a
Polaris
fact I'm
reference.
gonna add
How
a
many Polaris references are in Genshin Impact?
None.
4.
0.
You think? I wonder if there's gonna be anyone. I wonder if there's like major developers in other games that played Unturned a lot, and they're like, yeah, I remember, yeah, that Danny 2 map, yeah, that did really good. Let's steal from him. And they like steal concepts from like the map makers of Unturned and put it into
That'd be
games. I
funny.
wonder if that's a thing. I wonder if that's ever happened. I wonder if someone can find connections. Like, if someone can find any
Dude.
connections between anything, like show me. I want to see if there's actually like someone that stole something like super similar. Like we're gonna see like, I don't know, mesh. I know that's stolen from
You
somewhere
guys-
else, but still.
You guys know that in the first design of the Fox Harry didn't have that like split black half? And like I was looking into like making renders for it. And then I was showing like Dan to be like, okay, what cosmetics could go with this? And I was showing him ideas. And then it was like, oh, you have an incorrect version. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I updated it, and I was like, oh, and then I looked and I was like, oh, it has like this split in the middle, and I was like, oh, is this intentional? And it was like, yeah.
That's
like, oh.
that's an Unus Annus reference.
I said to him, why is that? And then he sent me like a bunch of images of like women with like half dyed hair, and I think he just said hot, and I was like, oh, okay. Honestly, I agree with him. He's kind of real for that.
It's kind of
Yeah.
like that. It's kind. I didn't know he was like that. Okay.
I know he was chill like that.
I don't know. All right. I think I'm done with this episode. Honestly, I think we've gone on long enough
Already?
about Polaris
Really?
imposters amongst us. The Unturned Elite. They're all gonna be watching. Oh, and I should say this. The projects that are up and coming. We're expanding. They ain't no stopping me. I'm not leaving yet.
We're gonna have an official Unturned podcast, Unturned server.
This is what's gonna no. How would I do that?
Official Unturned
live.
Podcast cryptocurrency.
This is what's gonna happen.
We're gonna have the pod coin.
Next year is gonna be some of the funniest shit that's gonna happen, and some crazy shit that's gonna happen. I swear, next year, you're gonna be like, what the fuck is this guy doing? And I hope next year will be like the year where people will be like,
be ready to show up to Unturned Con.
people next year will be like, yeah, this is now he cemented himself as officially what he is.
He's physically cemented himself. He is now pavement.
I'm not pavement, yeah.
Cement.
Yeah.
You'll see. There's gonna be a lot of funny things that come out next year that I hope in the future, like I do for other genres. And I'm like, man, I really miss these people that hopefully that like years down the line, these people can still listen to some of this stuff or like still watch some of this stuff and be like,
Bro,
this was such a great era.
I'm getting rated on SOD right now. Holy shit.
But help with him on my phone.
I can't
When's the
believe
new
in
level
some
gonna be
years
added?
people will be saying, God, I miss the time when Polaris released.
I think there's gonna be people in the future gonna be like, man, I miss when the Unturned Podcast was a thing.
Still going.
Let's see,
What's that?
we're the longest running.
We are the
podcast.
longest running
I mean,
podcast.
Robocast did something for a bit, but
Robocast
that's like,
sucks.
what,
He sucks. He's not a real one.
God, I miss when Staswell was alive.
Yeah, people
Yeah,
gonna
I
be saying
missed
that.
that
People are gonna be saying that.
Dude.
It's gonna be crazy. Like they're a bunch of like,
Dude.
what happened to him?
Dude, can we interview a bunch of the Polaris leakers and just shame them the whole time?
We could. We really could. That'd be really
we
funny.
need to like invite him in real life.
Dude, let's
You'll
go,
feel like-
Leon Part 2. Let's go.
All right. This is episode of the Unturned Podcast. I hope you enjoyed this year's randomness.
I hope you didn't.
Wait, it's already how long is this?
It's like an
episode?
hour, man. Chill.
It's already
Alright.
been an hour, bro. It's only
It's
been
an hour
it's only been
It's
36 years in Stellaris, bro. What the hell?
That's hilarious.
Brother,
This
still playing
guy.
Stellaris. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this year of weekly consistent content. I hope you learned something, maybe gained some knowledge, or maybe was motivated to do work for Unturned. And I hope to continue doing that for the future, and I hope you stick around and still watch some of the newer stuff that we make, and along with some other content of ours. Go look at the other hosts. They all make good shit. They've all done good shit. I've been around with a lot of talented people that I've interviewed and that have been around me for a very long time. I hope you all can enjoy their stuff as well, along with mine. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm trying to beat Diliano before he passes me up in subs. He's like 10 away now. He's like 10 subs away. I can't let this happen. I can't let this happen. Please, please. All right.
Dude, I'm about to drop my most insane videos. Dude, I'm gonna shoot up to like 20k instantly. I gotta deal with Union. You know it's gonna happen.
It's gonna be F and F mod. Like, we're gonna see Diliano enter the F and F scene. That's it. He's over. He's gonna be done. No more Diliano. And then we're gonna have to distance ourselves from Diliano. We're gonna be like, yeah, I don't know what happened to that guy. That guy's a bit weird. And then it's gonna be downhill, all downhill. Watch this.
Did Leona be like, bap, beep, boop, bap, bap, bap.
Watch that clip. Be taken out of context, and something bad does happen to Diliano. That's it. Dude, I can't wait. There's probably so many clips during the episodes that are gonna be used, and they'd be like, man, yeah, that's a yikes. Imagine he said that.
They're gonna be used in court, bro.
They're gonna be used. They're gonna be used in the court of public opinion. I can see the unturned historians of the future listening back on certain episodes to hear certain people say certain things and be like, he said this, that. They're gonna make like a whole chart of everything that anybody said. Gonna pick apart everything that anyone said on this show. I can't wait for it. It's gonna be amazing. All right.
I just realized something.
What happened, Flodo?
I just realized something.
What?
I made the less benign the fake base rate joke of the year.
Yeah.
And the season.
yeah.
Yeah. You're very funny. Very funny, Flodo.
Very funny.
All right, now I think now
I'm sorry, benign.
Okay, let's end this episode with a poem written by Grog and the Unturned Podcast Discord server.
Grog.
I'll get rug. A rhyme with grug. Rock, squash, bug. Buy the Unturned Podcast mug. Thank you very much for watching.
Yes, please buy the Unturned Podcast merch. That'll be in the description below. I need money. Bye.
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 Cheers.
Cheers to another year.